Today is a multi-stage journey. We've got to get a taxi to Madgaon, then a train from Madgaon to somewhere just outside Hampi, and then a bus from where the train station is to Hampi, and then a ferry across the river, and then a tuk-tuk to our hotel. What could go wrong? So we have arrived at the railway station. It's 5 to 6 in the morning, about an hour early.
I hope it's just very quiet, maybe have a little nap, maybe have a samosa or two, and we just pass by, blink of an eye.
7:30, we are just departing Goa. She's got her samosa breakfast.
Oh, 30p breakfast.
About 4 hours in, but some new people have got on board, so I've had to move up to the top bunk where I belong. But yeah, it's a very pleasant journey so far. Now Zoe has joined me up top for lunchtime. That was a train like £1.30 curry, and it was absolutely delicious. Never thought I'd eat so much good food in such a short space of time. So in the end we ended up not opting for the bus, then ferry, then tuk-tuk version, and we just got a tuk-tuk all the way here, which actually ended up being really good value because it was about an hour's extra journey, and I think 3 different transport stages after getting off that train probably would have been a bit too much.
I concur, it would have been a lot.
And anyway, it got us here quickly, and I mean, this is incredible. So we're just sort of slightly north of Hampi, and that's the view. We're really out in the middle of nowhere, and this is the lake that is on our doorstep, literally a minute's walk from our hostel / homestay. It's more just like a shack in the middle of nowhere, and it seems very nice. Thank you.
Bye.
Happy?
Very happy, yeah.
Look at this as a location and somewhere to eat. It's just glorious.
Is it bad to go for falafel?
You do you.
I might go for falafel.
Look at that. They're gathering. That telegraph pole was like empty 5 minutes ago, and now they're teeming. Time for our second tally of the day. Monkeys up there, and we've also got bats circling in the fields here, but they might be a little bit harder to see. And now our belly's full, we head home. It's time for bed. That wasn't me, by the way, that was that guy. Good morning. We're just striking out to find some breakfast. It's 9:30 in the morning. It's already at least like 33 degrees. It's very hot, but also, as you can see, very beautiful. I don't know which one of you is happier. So this is where we're staying for the next 5 days. Rambo homestay, out very much on its own in the wilderness. So we're about to set off and climb to the top of this. How's your confidence levels?
That's like 220 steps, it's nothing. In 30-degree heat, it's absolutely fine. What are you worried about? It's like a drawing, doesn't it? Isn't it real?
So down there is Hampi. That was pretty special. We're now just on our way back down the hill. Had some cheeky beers with our new friends on the cave overlooking quite a stunning sort of prehistoric scenery. And now we head back down. It may not look it, but it's actually quite dark now, and there's quite a lot of bugs in this section that are crisscrossing in front of us, and they're big bugs, and it's just narrowly avoided eating one. This bird is fighting itself. So this morning we were up reasonably bright and reasonably early to walk into Hampi, which with a fair wind should take us about an hour. And to be fair, any wind at the moment would be welcome because it's about 8:10 in the morning and it's already pretty hot. The sun is blazing. Some of these rock formations are pretty crazy, how they've ended up like that. We're now taking a turn off the main road, following signs, the road to Hampi. Usually there's a ferry that goes across the river, but because it's the dry season now, the river's so low that apparently we can just walk across it. That's the river we've got to cross, and that is Hampi. This looks like some kind of lost city. Incredible. Crossing this river might actually be... I did believe you, yeah. So we've reached the point in our adventure where it's time to wade across the river. And we're gonna follow these guys because they look like they know the safest route.
Thank you, thank you.
We had to cover up in the temple, so no shorts, no open shoulders, so we both got quite fetching outfits on now. You look quite a bit like you're a wizard, Zoe.
I'm Hermione Granger.
So Zoe's just freaking out a bit because of the monkeys guarding the entrance to the temple. She's just going to follow in with someone. So brave. So we've been reliably informed that in the year 1500, Hampi was the second biggest city in the world. Only Beijing was bigger. Of course, with our usual impeccable timing, we've arrived here to do this walking bit in the heat of the midday sun. But it's so amazing, we can't not suck it up and go for a wander around because, yeah, this is pretty stunning.
Watch my palm with silver and I'll tell you your future. No, actual silver, two rupees. The fates have said only one of us will make it to Kerala.
Don't say that. Crone.
Money.
Obviously we'll read up on all of this afterwards, but I'm guessing this is where the citizens lived or hung out. And who can blame them? Doesn't she look sweet in her robes?
This is where I live now.
We've had to come and find some shade because while this place may be incredibly beautiful, it is also incredibly hot. I think it's about 38, 39 degrees today. Possibly more, it certainly feels like more. And they took our bottle of water as we came in, so we haven't been able to hydrate. We live dangerously, but we will hydrate very soon. Don't worry, parents. I think most of this was built between the 9th and the 14th centuries, but again, obviously I'll check that, and if I'm wrong I'll write it here. But yeah, I mean, they did a good job. They really did. we're just chilling out in a little restaurant by the river, or where the river would be. But that, over there, is where we climbed to yesterday. So we are just leaving Hampi and come down to the river to cross in the same place that we crossed this morning. But there's one small problem. There's an elephant in the river. And there he is, getting a good old scrub. I mean, on this trip we've seen a lot of stuff that, you know, you don't see every day in the UK, but that you definitely don't see every day in the UK. Seeing there's more sort of temples and places of worship down there as well.
It's amazing.
And you got some jazzy new shades as well.
Some jazzy new sunglasses. Saw an elephant up close and saw some cool temples. It's been a great day.
So of course, having set out with plans to avoid walking home in the midday sun, what are we doing now? We are of course walking home in the midday sun.
Felt bad for saying no to that tuk-tuk driver who said he'd take us back for 100 rupees. That would have been £1 well spent.
So this is like about the fourth course we've had. There's just an insane amount of food we made our way through. So we're now back in Sanapur and we've just had whopping lunch that was fantastic. It was like a tiffin plates and it was really good, and it cost £1 for a ridiculous quantity of food. And then even when we were full, the guy was just like, "You sure you don't want some more rice?" But yeah, highly recommend. What was it called?
J. Hanuman Tiffin Centre.
J. Hanuman Tiffin Centre. Thank you. That was amazing. We're now just taking an evening stroll with the rest of our group up to the lake where we may or may not swim. Again, still unconfirmed whether crocodiles are actually in it or not. So we've just had it confirmed by this boatman here. There are definitely crocodiles in this lake. He says about 2 or 3, weighing about 250 kilos, but he's been here for 25 years and never had any problems with them. But that is not reassuring because we have just swam in there. But I suppose we survived. So.
It was a really nice 5-second dip I had there. It was lovely. I was in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
That's quite a big croc.
Big one. It's quite big. But not dangerous, I think.
He's not backing down.
But he's massively outgunned.
But he's got sharp pincers. What does a frog even have to fight? Oh, fucking
Oh, he's gone for it. Oh.
This is so entertaining.
That's actually, the dog needs to break this up and be like, come on lads, you've had enough.
I'll eat you both, fuck off.
So after a day of chilling yesterday, we've come to Anegundi to restore our depleted cash reserves. We'll just have a look around. It's a gorgeous little town. Just stopped for a lovely little 30p breakfast. Is it good?
That's delicious.
There's some confusion over like what the actual date of Holi is, because everyone thought it was today, including like our hostel owner, and then we woke up this morning and the hostel owner was like, no, it's tomorrow, it turns out, because it's done around the full moon. But we have seen some people in town today who are kind of already celebrating it, I think. Cows know best. Find some shade. Maybe it is Holi today, because like there's all these guys with painted faces coming back this way, so potentially we will get our paint on today. A guy just came up and was like, "Nah, if you want to swim, go this side." But yeah, hopefully we'll see a croc if it comes, and if not, farewell. It was a good ride. So we've met these guys by the lake, and they've given us a good pasting. These are the guys who have just painted us. Well, even though Holi isn't until tomorrow officially, I think you can say we've been well and truly Holi so proud.
Happy Holi.
So we went back to the lake to get clean, and we ended up
worse.
so doing her best mystique. So that was pretty mad. I'm just walking down the road to the shop, and I saw some kids up ahead with a white bag, and they like threw it over the hedge. I thought they were just littering and stuff, and then as I was walking past the bag, it started moving, I was like, oh Jesus, what's inside that? And then a little puppy came out, and then another little puppy came out. So this was the bag they'd just been dumped in, like left for the monkeys or the snakes or whatever would have got them. So we've just picked them up and taken them back and put them in the room and tried to feed them up. They're not in a brilliant way, but yeah, we'll just try and feed them up. I'm off to the shop now, so I'll get them some snacks. Look at these little puppers, they are too cute. They've had quite the day.
2 newborn puppies today, and we was about to house for a day. Don't think life gets better than this. Does it?
Breakfast time. His new family. It is morning on the day of Holi. We're just heading off towards Hampi. We're pretty clean at the moment. I don't think it's going to stay that way for very long. These girls just got a good. Now we've come across the river to the other side to Hampi, where it's a little bit bigger, a little bit wilder, and we've been separated between ladies and gents. So close over there somewhere. Coming to spoil the fun. How was your first Holi?
It was amazing! Happy Holi!
That was Holi in Hampi town. Was an amazing day, but also a slightly sad day. After we'd had those amazing Holi celebrations, on the road back to the hostel we saw one of the little puppies who we'd called Scout just being run over on the road, so that was pretty horrible. Bless him. And then the other one was missing, and yeah, we were just like chilling back at the hostel, and then like 3 hours later someone came back, so we found one of the dogs, which is called Bella, so she's all right. We've just said goodbye to everyone at the hostel. An absolutely lovely time. Yeah, it really was amazing, and Holi celebrations were incredible. And now we're just at the side of the road waiting for our bus, which hopefully will turn up. But behind us is our tuk-tuk driver, who's convinced he's taking us to the right place, and so he's going to stay with us until the bus turns up, because he's just like, trust me, you'll see. And so we're going to trust him, and I'm sure it will turn out okay. And you can find out whether it does turn out okay
And where we're headed to next
in the next video.